Every endurance racing series explained. FIA World Endurance Championship. Endurance racing isn't just about speed. It's about outlasting the competition when everything is trying to break you. The FIA World Endurance Championship is the world's toughest playground for manufacturers and drivers. 8 rounds from the deserts of Qatar to the forests of Spa. But it's the race lengths that set it apart. 6, 8, even 24 hours. The hypercar class is the main event. Hybrid monsters from Ferrari, Toyota, Porsche, and more. Built to last when everything else falls apart. In WEC, it's not just about being fast. It's about surviving the night, the weather, and the relentless pace. The team that wins is the one that makes the fewest mistakes, manages the car, and adapts when the unexpected happens. Imagine you're 18 hours into Le Mans, rain is falling, and you're running on pure adrenaline. One wrong move and it's all over. The WEC is also a laboratory for the future. Hybrid systems, energy recovery, and tire technology tested here end up in the cars we drive every day. The championship is a war of attrition, but it's also a showcase for the next generation of automotive tech. 24 hours of Le Mans. Le Mans is the Everest of motorsport. For a century, it's been the race every driver and engineer dreams of conquering. The 8.5-mile Circuit de la Sarthe mixes public roads and racetrack, with the legendary Mulsanne Straight and Porsche curves testing both bravery and brains. Winning Le Mans means surviving the night, the weather, and the relentless pace. In 2024, Ferrari's 499P hypercar won by just 14 seconds after a full day of racing. At Le Mans, the difference between immortality and heartbreak is measured in seconds, not hours. The race is a living, breathing thing. The track changes as rubber builds up, as temperatures swing from the heat of the day to the chill of the night. Teams must adapt on the fly, sometimes gambling on slick tires in the rain, sometimes nursing a wounded car for hours, hoping it holds together until the checkered flag. 24 hours of Daytona. Daytona is America's answer to Le Mans. The race starts the global endurance season every January with a field of prototypes and GT cars thundering around the high-banked oval and technical infield. The challenge? Survive 24 hours of constant traffic, temperature swings, and the ever-present risk of a late race caution. Night at Daytona is a sensory overload. Roaring engines, blinding lights, and the knowledge that one mistake can end your race. The final hour is always a nail-biter, with teams gambling on fuel and tires as the clock ticks down. The banking at Daytona is legendary. At 31 degrees, it's steeper than anything in Europe. Cars run inches apart at 190 miles per hour, drafting for position, then dive into the infield where the track narrows and the rhythm changes completely. Imagine barreling into turn 1 at 3 a.m., headlights bouncing off the wall, knowing that a single misjudgment could end a year's worth of work. 24 hours of Nürburgring. The Nürburgring 24 is chaos on wheels. Over 120 cars, GT3s, touring cars, and wild home-built specials attack the 16-mile Nordschleife and GP circuit. Weather can change from sun to snow in a single lap. The track is so long, you can have rain on one side and dry pavement on the other. Winning here is about survival. The Green Hill doesn't care about your budget or your reputation. It will break anything and anyone who isn't prepared. The race is famous for its unpredictability. In 2024, fog rolled in so thick that the race was red-flagged for hours. Sometimes the winner is decided not by speed, but by who can keep the car on the track when visibility drops to zero. Picture yourself cresting a blind hill at 150 miles per hour, only to find a slower car, or a patch of ice, waiting on the other side. That's the Nürburgring. 24 hours of Spa. Spa is the GT3 World Championship in disguise. 60-plus cars, factory teams, and the best drivers in the world battle through the Belgian night. The circuit is legendary. Eau Rouge, Rédillon, Pouhon, and the weather is always unpredictable. At Spa, strategy is everything. The right tire call at 3 a.m. can win you the race. The wrong one can send you spinning into the barriers. It's a race where the margin for error is razor thin, and the reward for perfection is eternal glory. The field is so deep that the difference between first and 10th can be less than a second in qualifying. But over 24 hours, it's not just about pace. It's about keeping the car out of trouble, managing traffic, and making the right calls when the weather turns. 24 hours of Dubai. Dubai is where the endurance season truly begins. The desert setting means huge temperature swings, and the field is a wild mix of GT3s, GT4s, and touring cars. For many teams, it's a proving ground, a place to test new cars, new drivers, and new ideas before the European season starts. The accessibility of Dubai means you'll see everything from factory teams to passionate amateurs. But make no mistake, To win here, you need the same preparation and grit as at Le Mans or Spa. The race is famous for its unpredictable traffic. With over 80 cars on track, managing slower classes is as important as outright speed. The desert sand can blow onto the circuit, changing grip levels lap by lap. Imagine fighting for the lead at sunrise, sand swirling across the track, and knowing that a single misstep could cost you everything. 24 hours of Barcelona. Barcelona is the European finale for many privateer teams. The technical circuit and abrasive surface punish mistakes and poor tire management. The September weather can be brutal, with hot days and cool nights, forcing teams to adapt on the fly. Winning Barcelona is about consistency, avoiding trouble, keeping the car in one piece, and making the right calls as the track evolves. The race is a favorite for teams looking to end their season on a high note, and the Spanish fans bring a unique energy to the event. 12 hours of Sebring. Sebring is a car breaker. The old concrete runways are so rough, they shake cars and drivers to pieces. Suspension failures, cracked chassis, and cooked brakes are common. The 12-hour race is often harder on equipment than Le Mans. To win Sebring, you need a car that can take a beating and a team that can adapt when things go wrong. It's a race where preparation and toughness matter more than outright speed. The Florida heat adds another layer of difficulty. Drivers must stay hydrated and focused as the temperature climbs. The track's bumps can knock fillings loose, and the famous Turn 17 hairpin is a test of bravery every lap. Bathurst 12-hour. Bathurst is Australia's Mount Everest. The 3.8-mile Mount Panorama circuit climbs and drops through 570 feet of elevation, with concrete walls just inches away. The weather can change in minutes, and the narrow track means one mistake can end your race. The Bathurst 12-hour is a battle of nerves and skill. Local knowledge helps, but to win, you need to be fast, smart, and just a little bit lucky. The race is known for its dramatic finishes. In recent years, the lead has changed hands in the final laps, with drivers pushing to the absolute limit. The mountain rewards those who respect it and punishes those who don't. 12 hours of Mugello. Mugello is a high-speed ballet in the Tuscan Hills. The circuit's fast corners and flowing layout reward bravery and precision. The 12-hour format means teams push harder than in a 24-hour race, leading to aggressive racing and high attrition. Italian passion is everywhere. Ferrari fans pack the stands, and the atmosphere is electric. To win at Mugello, you need to be both quick and clever. The race is a favorite for teams looking to test new setups and strategies before the bigger European events. The combination of speed, strategy, and scenery makes Mugello a standout on the endurance calendar. FIM Endurance World Championship, EWC. Motorcycle endurance is a different beast. The FIM EWC features 4 legendary races: Le Mans 24-hour Moto, Spa 8-hour, Suzuka 8-hour, and the Bull d'Or 24-hour. Factory teams from Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, BMW, and Kawasaki bring purpose-built bikes and the world's toughest riders. Racing a motorcycle for 8 to 24 hours is pure torture. Riders swap every hour, battling exhaustion, weather, and the ever-present risk of a crash. The Superstock World Cup runs alongside, with production-based bikes that are closer to what you can buy at a dealership. The EWC is about teamwork as much as speed. Riders must trust each other completely, knowing that a crash or mechanical failure can end their race in an instant. The pit crews are some of the best in the world, changing tires and refueling in seconds. Le Mans Moto. The 24 Hours. Motos is the ultimate test for motorcycle teams. The Bugatti circuit is tight and technical, and the night stints are brutal. Cold, dark, and mentally draining crashes are common, and the winning team is usually the one that avoids drama and keeps the bike running. The race is a favorite for fans who pack the grandstands and camp out for the full 24 hours. The atmosphere is electric, with fireworks, music, and the constant roar of engines. Bull d'Or 24 Hours. The Bull d'Or is the oldest endurance race in the world, held at Paul Ricard in France. The long Mistral Straight lets bikes hit 190 miles per hour, and the September weather can swing from hot to cold in hours. The Bull d'Or often decides the EWC title, making every lap count. The race is known for its unpredictable finishes. In recent years, the lead has changed hands in the final hour, with teams gambling on fuel and tire strategy. The Bull d'Or is a fitting end to the endurance season, a race where anything can happen. Endurance racing is about more than speed. It's about survival of cars, bikes, teams, and dreams. Whether it's Le Mans, Daytona, the Nürburgring, or Suzuka, these races push machines and people to their absolute limits. To win, you need more than horsepower. You need preparation, resilience, and the ability to adapt when everything goes wrong. because in endurance racing, to finish first, you first must finish. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe for more deep dives into motorsport. We'll see you in the next video.